Hi, my name is Nathan Toy, and this is going to be my video reflection for the Divine and Ideate stage. To start off with, what we learn from our empathy stage in terms of what exactly the issue or what we need to address for our individual that we're working with um, plays directly into our Divine stage. So essentially, we're kind of pinpointing the focus and taking everything that we've learned in our empathy stage and putting that together in a way that keeps us from being jumbled, right? And keeps us from having this idea of how do we fill all the holes in the wall instead of just thinking, okay, well, really the individual just needs a brand new door, right? So the define stage helps to pinpoint our focus a bit and be able to understand, okay, this is what we need to do and this is how we need to do it. Well, the how we need to do it part comes with the ideate stage. Now, with the ideate stage, this is a great way that I saw it defined was actually as the sticky note stage, right? So no idea is too broad, no idea is too wild, right? Because when you pigeonhole your focus of ideas into just one and that idea doesn't work out, well, now you're kind of left without any alternatives. So when it comes to the ideate stage, you're just trying to think of as many different ways that you can solve this issue that you helped to define from the empathy that you had previously with the individual. And using this ideation stage, you're helping to make sure that you're covering all your bases and that you have everything that you possibly need when it comes into further stages, right? You know, you always think that no idea is too crazy because of the fact that you can just go at it and say, okay, you know what? I didn't account for this, but I have a second idea or a third idea or a fourth idea or a fifth idea that's going to cover that as well as what I initially planned. And that is what makes the ideate stage so great, is that there's no way you can really be wrong in that particular area of design thinking, because you're just trying to solve as many different things that you can or come up with some ideas that you can. Um, the reason why the define stage and the ideate stage are important processes in the design thinking challenge is due to each one sort of branches into the other, right? So the empathize stage helps you to know and understand where it is that the individual is coming from. The divine stage helps you to keep yourself from growing too far out, right? And trying to create too broad of an issue to solve. Instead, try to pinpoint and focus and really, well, as it says, define what it is that the individual needs. And the ideation stage, sorry, I keep calling it ideation, ideate stage, it's important because then you can come up with as many ideas. You can have more of freedom to express yourself and more of a freedom to be able to think critically and creatively to solve the issue. And so these all sort of work hand in hand. If you didn't have the empathy stage, it'd be difficult to get the divine stage. If you didn't have the divine stage, it'd be difficult to get to the ideate stage. And then from the ideate stage, it would be difficult to, what part of it do you start coming up with ideas, and what part of it do you really start to think to yourself, okay, how many different ways can we solve this? And so all of these stages help to fit one another and help to blend into one another so that if you need to go back to any particular part of the process, you're not lost and you're able to know exactly where and when you may have gone wrong, or where and when you can improve yourself, or where or when you found a really good solution. And that's what makes the define and ideate stages important. So thank you for watching my video reflection. I'm sorry my voice is a little hoarse. I'm still recovering from pharyngitis and tonsillitis, so it's a little bit difficult, but it's surprisingly easier than writing. So thank you for watching.